Okay, so welcome back to the channel, and very exciting one today. A video that quite literally some of you have asked for. This is my first full 18-hole course vlog. So today I am out at Cherwell Edge Golf Course, which is kind of on the Oxfordshire-Northamptonshire border. I've played here once before. I played very, very badly. So hopefully things go a little bit better today. And yeah, hopefully this is also the start of a Break 85 series on the channel. My handicap is currently 14.5. The par here is 70. And I'm trying to play off the back tees, but it is winter, so I think there's going to be a little bit of mixed tee boxes going on. My course handicap off the backs here would be 13. So if I shoot my handicap, we will come in under 85. It's been wet. It's not too bad today, but it has been wet, so the conditions might not be perfect, but we'll do what we can. We've got the waterproofs on and the winter rain gear, and let's get at it. Full 18-hole course vlog, 14.5 handicapper, plays Cherwell Edge. Can I break 85? Also, bonus today, I am using for the very first time ever the Golf Life Crisis branded golf balls. Shout out to Mrs. Crisis for the very thoughtful anniversary present. These are the Vice Pros, which I played generally with the lovely branding on there. Let's get to it. Right then, hole number one, par 4, 310, bunkers around 240. Just going to hit a 4-iron, get something up there, and away we go. That is left. That is quite left. But it'll do. Okay, so I ended up here in the left rough. Not a bad lie. 165 to the middle. Nothing's really flying today. So just gonna hit 7-iron. Slightly awkward stance, but hopefully we can just get it on and get moving. That is pretty good. Down. Yep, middle of the green. Okay, well, this was better than I realised. Just past pin high, and about 10 feet for birdie on the first. Break. Ah. Ooh, little tester coming back. But a nice 2-putt par, and we are away. Okay, second hole, par 4. The tees are well up today, so this hole is playing just over 300 yards. I think it should be nearer 390. So it's going to be a bit of a winter tees day today. I've got a 5-iron. There is some water on the right, but there's only 170 to carry that, so should be fine with this one. Let's knock it up there. See if we can go par to start. Oh, it's left. Oh, it's left. No, we are going to have some tree trouble. Okay, so I do have tree trouble. It's 135 to the middle. I've got a pitching wedge, which I think will get up high enough. Maybe. It may not be enough club. Well, it was high enough, but that is terrible. That is way right. Okay, so the ball was in some standing water just to the right of this. So I've taken relief. It was short of the bunker. Hopefully I don't yip this, which is what I've been doing recently. Just a little pitch on the front, let it roll out a little bit. That's really bad. About 12 feet to save bogey. Okay, that is a sweet relief. Bogey, 1 over through 2. So welcome back to the channel. Thank you everyone for the support and the views and the likes and things so far. I really do appreciate it. Apologies if this is not the most professionally produced golf course vlog in the world. It is my first time out with the GoPro and these mics and this setup, so very much learning as I go, but I will endeavour to put out this video, whatever comes of it, both on the excuse me, on the golf front and the production values front. Okay, par 3 off Matt, which we all love. Pin looks like it's in the back. Got 150 middle. I'm just going to hit an 8, largely because I don't know what's long. But it looks like there's some room short as long as I get this over the bunker. So let's do that. Let's put a good swing on it. 1 over through 2. Let's try and make a par. It's well struck, it's moving, it's middle of the green. And I've babied it up there to within a foot, which is fine. Tap in par, 1 over through 3. Well, I hope everyone's enjoying the course vlog so far. As I said, apologies if the production standards aren't Rick Shields-esque yet. I will keep working on it, but quite nice to be out, quite nice to film it. A little bit awkward in places, but you can see what my version of 14 handicap golf looks like. The good news is the sun is coming out and the course is pretty quiet. I've got a few people ahead of me, no one behind me, so should be able to get around. 2 over through the first 4, not the greatest start in the world, but striking it okay. I think the struggle at the moment is it's just so muddy that anything slightly behind the ball just comes up very fat and very short. But yeah, hopefully get a few more pars on the card and keep that score on track for the break 85. It's a bit left, get over the bunker, get over the bunker. Just over the bunker. Well, I was pretty sure I'd hit this very thin off the tee, but thanks to the forgiveness of my Tacomo 101 irons, Tacomo, feel free to throw some sponsorship money at the channel if you'd like to. This actually made it all the way to here and then just skipped on a little bit. So we've got about 20 feet for birdie, or it just goes left and then keeps going left. All good. Not the easiest hole in the world, so par is good, and that is 2 over through 5. Okay, first driver swing of the day, first par 5 of the day, and actually it is a real one. It's 516 from here, so there's a marker post up there, which I'm assuming is there for a reason. So at the marker post, tiny bit of fade, or left of it, slappy, not a lot of fade. That's not a very good shot, but I think it's fine. Go. Right, 7th hole. I got 170 to the pin, par 3. I'm going to hit 7, but it looks like it's at the back, so short is fine, long is not, as I remember from playing here last time. It's very thin, get right. Okay, very ugly shot, but I think we're on. Okay, so we were not in fact on. We took a very nasty kick and trickled into this bunker. So I've now got a fairly gnarly bunker shot, first of the day. Splash it out, need to carry it most of the way. Take some sand. Well, that's pretty poor, but it is out of the bunker. Right, well, from thinking I had about this far for birdie to now having 30 foot for par, life comes at you fast. Chunked that, literally chunked a putt. Right, for the par save, sorry, for the bogey save, and to avoid the first double of the day. Oh, double. Okay, second par 5 of the day. Fairly straight away, but you need to not be too far left, otherwise you don't really have a shot in. So right side is good, he says, as if he had that much control over my golf ball. For left! Oh dear. Right, well that tee shot was your classic, so bad it's fine, just in the other fairway. So just had to wedge it back in play, and now we got 130 up the hill, so pitching wedge again, pop it on. That looks pretty good, maybe go. I think we're on. Okay, so we've gone rope hook, pitching wedge, and now got about 15 feet for birdie, fairly flat, maybe slightly right to left, to get back to 3 under. Now you gotta hit it. You gotta hit it. Bah. Still, an easy par after a terrible tee shot, so no complaints. Right, a truly terrible drive there, but a very lucky bounce back into the fairway, so just going to get it up there as far as we can. That's better. Right, a terrible tee shot that I got very lucky bounce with, a adequate 4-iron, and now we got 154 to the middle, 8-iron. If I remember correctly, this green is a rude word. Let's see, up and down for par. It's a good shot, but it's very left. Okay, well this ball clung on somehow to the edge of the green. So I've now got about 30 foot, 35 feet to save par. A very ugly par. Break, break, break. Okay, right, 10th hole, par 4, pretty short. There's a bunker out there at 190, so I'm going to aim at that with a 5-iron. peel it off a little bit. Thanks for coming. I'm going to peel. Right, it's 120 to the pin, uphill, slightly into wind. I'm going to hit pitching wedge, pins at the back. Don't want to go long. Exactly. It's a good strike, it might be long. Go, 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 go. Tap in par. Right, so that is 10 holes done, 5 over par, which is fine, pretty much on handicap. It's not playing long from the tees, but it is playing long because it's very boggy today. But happy with that. First 10 holes done, but now onto the back 9, if that makes sense. The back 9 is over the road and very different to the front, which is kind of up and down and back and forth and pretty straightforward. This one is a lot more kind of nuanced and slightly weird, and it's short, but it's kind of fiddly and maybe harder just because it's not quite so straightforward. So let's keep it up. Fairly happy, couple of bad swings in there, but yeah, 5 over, front 10. So on pace for break 85. Right, so 10th hole is the hardest hole in the course, 190 yard, par 3, onto a tiny sliver of a green. And really the only place you can't miss is short right. And where do we find ourselves? Well done. So I've got basically 25 yards to the middle of the green, but about 10 yards uphill. So I'm going to have to try and just plop it up there and hope for the best. It's a very narrow green, so here goes nothing. Just on. I haven't hit it. Oh, I really haven't hit it. Okay. Bogey. Right, 11th hole, par 5. Not a long one, but it's very easy to get in trouble off this tee shot because the hole, and particularly if you do that, the hole goes right and then left and it's quite narrow up there. And the marker post is in no way relevant to what you actually want to do. So it's towards that spindly tree on the right and hope to carry everything. That could be in trouble. That could be too long on that line, but let's find out. Drastically overestimated my physical prowess. Not for the first time, Trouble now is I've got 215 yards to the middle of the green, but I don't know where the middle of the green is. And I've even had a wander up there, and I still don't know where the middle of the green is. So I'm going to hit it between these two trees and hope that that's a good idea. Well, it's between those two trees. And now I have to hope that was a good idea. That is terrible. Wow, that's really bad. Right, well that was absolute dog poop, and that has been my issue at the moment. I'm very, very yippy on anything inside of about 50 yards, which is why I have a putter. And this is probably a really bad idea, but I just do not trust myself to do anything other than either chunk it or scull it from here at the moment. So I'm going to putt it and just hope for the best. It is quite boggy. That is really very good and way better than I would have done if I chipped it. Okay, well, it wasn't pretty. A chunked chip. an enormous Texas wedge, but it's a par. And that keeps us 6 over. Okay, 13th hole, par 3. Very weird and probably objectively quite a bad golf hole. So the green is there between those two trees, but it clearly used to be there where there's a couple of nice greenside bunkers and it's nicely contoured and quite pretty. I can only assume it was deemed too easy or made the course too short. So it's now been put right there where even if you hit a really good shot, the tree on the left is so tall you can quite easily get snagged by it. So it's 122, I think it was, to the pin. I'm going to hit 50 degree, which probably isn't enough club, but I just need something that's going to go very, very high, and I think there is room short of the pin. So in that microscopic gap between the trees or not. No, that's fat. That's got to go a million miles. And it has not. Very bad shot. Chase, 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 chase. Okay, that is a disappointing bogey after the drop, but could be worse. Right, disappointing bogey there on a very short hole. And now another very short hole. This is like a 250 yard par 4, but it's about as severe a dogleg as you'll ever see. So I'm hitting 6 iron just at that lit up tree, because you can quite easily run out of room on this one. Oh, fatted it again. Luckily this hole is short enough that that's fine. Be good. I'll cling on. Pulled it. Very good. Okay, another short par 4. Could hit driver, not a lot of trouble up there, but just going to hit 5 iron, middle of the fairway, and on we march. That is fine. Okay, pretty good wedge. Got about 15 foot for birdie. I think I said before I was 6 under, but I'm not. 6 under, 7. No, jeez. I think I said before I was 6 over. I'm in fact, of course, 7 over. So this is to go to 6 over. And to stay at 7 over. Right, 16th hole. Another short par 4, very short par 4, 260. Got 6 iron, no, got 5 iron. A bit thin, but absolutely fine. Middle of the fairway. Right, we've got 97 to the middle on a massively hook lie, and the pin is right at the back right. So I don't want to be long of it, and I don't want to be right of it. So this ball is way above my feet. So I'm assuming it's going to hook, which usually means it won't. Oh, I fatted it. Please don't go in the bunker. Fatted it in the bunker. Okay, so I am in the bunker. I have managed to avoid the standing water but I don't have a very good lie. This is like a beach when the tide's gone out. There's sand on my ball. I don't know. This could be the moment it all falls apart. Just gonna have to pick it, I think. Oh no, oh no. It's up just on the back fringe. Okay, so we just clung on to this back fringe. Some very lazy swings now, getting very tired. Not a good shot, but really the mistake was the shot before that, to put it in the bunker. Once it was in there, it was always going to be tricky. Decent amount of green to work with. Just need to nip it, run it up there, give it enough to get close to the hole. Try and save bogey. Pulled it a bit pin high. We've got to look to save the bogey from about 8 feet. Fairly straight, but again, the greens are not exactly Augusta flat here. Oh, that is painful. And another double. So that moves us to 9 over with 2 holes left. Right, yet another short par 4. About 250, fairly uphill. 4 iron. Come on, 2 holes left. Let's not completely chuck it in the junk now. I think it's, oh, I can't see anything. I think it's right. Okay, well, I've ended up in this sort of gunky runoff area, but it's okay. It's just, again, it's so boggy. 80 yards to the middle, 65 to the front, pins at the front, but there's a bunker guarding it, so 75 yard swing, 54-degree wedge. Try not to lay the sod on it like I did with the last one. Go. No, terrible. Right, another very, very bad wedge shot. I know you're not supposed to say things like this, but I've basically got the yips with my partial wedges at the moment. So that's fun. Now, about 20 yards, 25 yards. Need to just commit to it. Come on. Okay, better. Actually release the club that time. Okay, par putt. This is to stay 9 over, going up 18. Pretty straightforward, 8 feet, straight at it. And there we go. Right, final hole. Thank you so much to anyone who's made it this far through the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. As I said at the start, I will be doing more of these course vlogs, and I'm sure the production values and the logistics will get easier as I go. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, I'd love it if you could leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. If you want to be involved, I'm happy to do a subscriber series. So again, just leave a comment below or follow me on Instagram at Golf Life Crisis, and you can DM me there. Game's been okay. 9 over going up the last, so break 85 should be well in hand. I don't feel quite as kind of jubilant about it as I might normally, being 9 over with 1 to play, because it's not a very long course. From the yellows, it's like 5,500 yards. My course handicap is actually only 11, so I'm only a couple of strokes under handicap with 1 to play. But yeah, not too bad at all, considering I haven't played much this year, and good to get the break 85 series off with a win. Obviously, if my handicap drops and breaking 85 becomes a regular occurrence, I will revise it down accordingly. But yeah, hopefully some more break 85s coming very soon. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Right, final hole, par 4, actually quite long, certainly in the context of this back 9. About 400 yards, dogleg right all the way over there. I'm going to hit driver. The Golf Life Crisis ball has survived 17 holes. Can it survive another drive? And can we finish with something half decent to get in, let's say, on handicap? Right, Good swing. Good swing. I think it's plugged to the centre of the earth, but that was well struck. And we're away. Ordinarily in this situation, I would be going up the last 9 over on a par 70 course, quaking and shaking with nerves because it'd be the first time I'd have ever broken 80. But truth be told, the course rating here is like 67 or something like that. And it's such a short course that I'm not even sure breaking 80 would feel legit, given the par and given the course rating and stuff like that. Obviously it'd be cool to do it, and I can do it with a par, but I'm not sure I'll celebrate it as wildly as I otherwise would. But yeah, the game's felt all right considering, you know, it's still winter, I haven't played a ton, and it's probably serving me well to get out in these conditions ahead of the season proper starting. Well, I've only hit 4 drivers all day, I think, so it's not exactly stiff competition, but that was certainly the best of the bunch. We've got 152 with a very big slope, so I'm hitting an 8. I can't remember what this green does. I seem to remember it being weird, but let's just go at it and hope for the best. Oh, it's very skinny. Get up, get up. Right, very, very tired now. Tired swing, tired man, tired from walking up the hill, and desperately don't want to dump another one of these little chip shots. So 50 degree. Right, I've got about 10 feet, pretty straight for a 79. Oh well, tap in 80, successfully broke 85. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.